Guys, Ruben here doing another video review, and today we're going to be having a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Suicide Squad Katana figure. Now, Katana's box features basic artwork from the Suicide Squad movie. You have a nice picture of Katana right there. It says DC Comics right over there. It says Suicide Squad Katana, and you got nice window packaging right there and a warning symbol, basically saying you don't want to choke on Katana. Here it says DC Comics Multiverse Suicide Squad up there in bright coloring. And on the side you get the other picture of Katana. It says Suicide Squad Katana, Suicide Squad again. And on the back you get the little read-up saying that showing off the other figures you need to collect to build Killer Croc. And like I said before, I have all of them except for the Joker. So I will be doing all these reviews, and I have in the past so far. On the side you get basic DC Comics Multiverse Suicide Squad right there, and not much on the bottom. So let's go ahead and take a look at Katana. So here's Katana out of her package, and this is an awesome figure, man. I only have a few complaints about this figure, but besides that, it is an awesome figure. Now, one of my complaints is basically the paintwork and maybe on the legs down, and the face. The face is not really the likeness of the character who played Katana in the Suicide Squad movie. But besides all that, I absolutely love this figure. It's an amazing addition to my Suicide Squad collection, and I think she'll look great next to Rick Flag once I get her. So before we get into the actual figure, let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories. As you can see, she is sporting two katanas right now, a small dagger looking one and the actual long one which traps the souls of her victims. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at her katana. So here's her long average katana right here, and it's basic silver painting on the blade itself and basic black painting right there with a little bit of sculpting on the handle and a gold little rim on the end right there. So not much on the katana, and it also does feature a little sheath so you can slip the katana on the inside, so you can store that right in there. And it does show on the other side, so there it is. And what you basically do is just slip it right in there, and there it is right there. Let's go and take a look at this one right here. This one is the exact same thing, except it doesn't feature that gold paint that it has, and it's just black paint right there on the handle and on the little guard right there, and the blade is just painted silver. And it does also feature a much smaller hilt right there, and it is right there. So all you do is basically just slide that right there on the inside, and you have nice storage for Katana's blades. And the only other accessories the Katana does come with are the collect to connect pieces you will need to complete the Killer Croc figure if you are trying to complete it. She does come with Killer Croc's lower torso, or crotch as you can say, which does connect the two legs and the body. And she does come with probably the most important piece of Killer Croc, which is his head, and it's actually very well sculpted right there, very glossy on the top of the head. So yes, this is an important figure you will need to complete your Killer Croc if you are trying to complete him. So let's go ahead and get back to the figure now. So as I said earlier, this is an amazing figure. It does feature some amazing paint work to it. As you can see, she does have her little jacket going on right there. She has a little ribbon on the side with the Japan symbol right there. Does have a flower right there and a flower right there. A flower on each one of the ends of her collar right there. And on the back she does have another flower and some Japanese writing. She also features some Japanese writing on the side of her legs right there, both legs. And she does feature, I guess, some wrapping around her chest right there underneath her jacket. And you can actually see some scars that she does have, which is cool. She does feature that in the movie. And she has this other little ribbon on the back of her right there, and it is removable if you choose to remove it. All you have to do is just slip it back behind the arms. And as I mentioned earlier, she does have her katanas right there. She has a nice little ribbon around her waist, red ribbon, got some type there. And her face, like I said earlier, does not really look like the actress who portrayed Katana in the Suicide Squad movie, but she does feature her long hair right there. She has a little hair right in front of her mask, and the mask is white with a red dot featuring the Japan flag right there. And like I said, the only other complaint I have is her legs. Not much detail is put into the boots. No weathering, no dirty, just plain brown, nothing on the laces, and not much on the legs. But yeah, besides that, that's all you have right there. She does feature some gloves right there too. So yeah, overall it's an amazing figure. I mostly love it because of the paint. However, I could ask for more paint on this figure and probably some better articulation, but overall it's okay. So let's go ahead and get into articulation. For articulation, her arms do move out. They do rotate up there on the shoulder. It does rotate right there at the arm. One single jointed bend right there on the arm. She does bend right there, or she does swivel right there on the wrist. Same thing with the other arm. She does have that ab crunch. Her head does not, barely moves up, barely moves down. It is on that 360 joint. She does not have no waist swivel, so that's unfortunate. And her legs do move. She does have that DC-UC cut joint right there on her legs. So you do have that right there. Her legs move back that much and move forward that much. She has a cut joint right there at the upper knee, and she does have a single jointed bend at the knee right there. Nothing at the boot, unfortunately. No ankle pivot, unfortunately, but she does have a little bit of a bend right there at the ankle. So that's pretty much it, guys, for articulation. But overall, this figure is a great figure. So comparison time, here we have Katana next to the only other female figure in the Suicide Squad wave, which is Harley Quinn, and as you can see, they stand just about the same size. And here we have Katana next to some other female figures. We have her next to a Marvel Legends Kitty Pryde figure from the X-Men wave, and as you can see, they stand about almost the same size. Kitty Pryde just a bit taller. And here we have her next to the Star Wars Black Series Jen Erso, and she is a lot smaller than Katana. So there you have it, guys. And here we have Katana next to a Diamond Select Iron Man figure. And here we have Katana next to a NECA Terminator figure. So overall, Katana is one of my favorite figures in the line so far. To be honest, I didn't want to get this figure at all because once I saw the head sculpt, I just didn't want to get it. It just looked ugly to me. But when I went to my Toys R Us, I was looking for the best head sculpt out of all of them they had over there, and I decided to go with this one. And that's really the only thing that was holding me back from getting this figure, but I decided I wanted to get all the Suicide Squad figures, and I wanted to complete Killer Croc. So she is actually one of my favorite figures. On the top of my list is actually El Diablo, and then second is Deadshot, and now this is my third favorite figure. So yeah, if you want, like I said before, if you want to complete your Killer Croc and your Suicide Squad figure collection, I highly recommend getting this figure. She is totally worth your money, and she comes with the most important pieces of the Killer Croc. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Stay tuned to my next reviews, and y'all have a great day. As always, this has been a Rubik's Film.